It's real one for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It's Mr. WM4T, yours truly, guys. Welcome back to the channel. New content. I know Jordan, Mr. WM4T, whatever you want to call me, guys, but I think I'm just going to stick with Mr. WM4T. It's kind of like a stage name, you know what I'm saying? We can differentiate who I am, you know what I'm saying? And for this new content piece, I want to talk photography, you know what I'm saying? Those who've been following me before this whole YouTube thing, yes, I know. You know me for photography, and that's exactly what I want to talk about, guys. Photography, yeah, I know, right? Those, all my photographers out there, you know what I'm saying? I know what you're thinking. Phones is getting a little more advanced. Think you're getting your job taken away. No, ladies and gentlemen, photography is still thriving. If you're a photographer, you know. If you're booking, you're booking. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. A little history about me, man. I've been doing photography for a while. I think we're going on 10 years. Probably almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. Self-taught, you know what I'm saying? Just bought a camera and I said, you know what? I think I want to do it. You know what I mean? A lot of history in the beginning. You know what I mean? Things were different. You know, I started with someone as far as like a company is concerned, and I had like my own vision, you know what I mean? Things where it was like, I think I could do this by myself, you know what I'm saying? And I did that. I said, you know what, the hell with you, fuck it. I'm gonna do my own thing, you know what I mean? So boom, started my own little photography joint, Jordan's Photography. Guys, if you photographers out there, if you're just getting started, amateurs, professional, whatever you want to call yourself, you know what I mean? It's so important for the name. You know what I mean? At one point, you thought like, okay, I'm going to just have Jordan's Photography. You know what I mean? Let's say Mr. WM4T's Photography. Let's see. Does that go past the regular photographer? You know what I'm saying? This is going to be informational, guys. This is for you guys, you know what I'm saying? Those who are getting started.
Talk to them.
This is for you. When you're thinking about your name is very important. You got to think past photography. You got to think past the moment, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you're probably like, you know what? I really like landscape. Hey, I did too. And unfortunately, I didn't end there. You know what I'm saying? I had to think outside of the box. So when it came to the name, it's like, would somebody put this on a t-shirt and wear it? Jordan's Photography? Doesn't really have a ring to it, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really make any sense. So I was like, I got to think of something that's outside of the box, that has nothing to do with photography. Because if I put photography in my name, it's now that. It's typecasted in photography, you know what I'm saying? And with the information that I was getting, you know what I mean? Again, I'm self-taught, guys. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? As I'm looking at people starting businesses and stuff like that, like the owner of Nike could be named James Hookabaka. Like, whoa, like that wouldn't look cool on a t-shirt. But Nike, I see what you're doing there. You got to think past what you're thinking. So if you got photography in your name, right now is the time to change it. You know what I'm saying? You want to go past that. Think past that. Think merchandise. Think, you know what I'm saying, logos, you know, all those type of things when you're starting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to give y'all the basis at the beginning just so you can kind of know where you at. So, boom. The name is very important. A logo is very important. When you present this to someone, if it just has a notepad, if you just have a notepad and it's just written out and all that, I can't envision what you are potentially dreaming. You know what I mean? If you're dreaming big and you're like, oh man, Jordan Photography is gonna be amazing, boom. Then I bring it out to the world and it's like Jordan Photography written on a sheet of paper. Probably won't get the job done. But now that we know, we can kind of, you know, think outside of the box. So in the beginning, Jordan's Photography was the move. I was like, this is going to be it. Like, it's going to be big. Though, about 49,000 people named Jordan's Photography. So it's not too much outside of the box. So boom. I'm like, you know what? We got to figure out a way, you know what I mean? So at this time, Instagram was like kind of popping. So you would think like, okay, if I'm gonna do Jordan's photography, it can't be Jordan's photography 7,622. You know what I'm saying? We don't want those names. We don't want all the underscores. We want it to be simple and easy. If it's easy for me to say it, it's easy for you to search it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and, write that down real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make these long about photography. Just letting you know. I'm not gonna give up too much information. So boom. Once you have the name, it's outside of the box. Things are clicking. Cool. Now, how am I going to see that? You know what I mean? I'm going to let you know. Cool. I thought of a name outside of the box. I started taking pictures of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Those who are photographers and you have kids and stuff like that, practice with your kids. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes only, I'm like, you know what? I think my kids can be a model. You know what I'm saying? I got a camera. Let's see what I could do. In the beginning, like I said, landscape. I love landscape photography. You know what I mean? Black and white, all that. Like, that's my thing. You know what I mean? That's when I started. I'm gonna put a few little pictures as I'm talking, just so y'all can see like what I was on. But like, I like that kind of stuff. So, but I was thinking like, okay, cool. I can like take pictures of kids. So I did the first photo shoot of my son Jordan. It was crazy to me. Like, in my eyes, I was like, man, these pictures are like kind of cool. Like, this is my first time. You know what I'm saying? Like on like doing my own thing. Like, I did like a wedding or two, like with my friend, like, and it was cool. Like, but now it's like a photo shoot for me. You know what I'm saying? I can kind of control it, which is important when you're a photographer. I know you hate when people come out and they're, hey man, I think you should do this, and hey, I think you should do that. And it's like, I see what you mean, but like, I'm the guy with the camera, you know what I'm saying? Or a girl with the camera, you know what I mean? Whatever. But you have your own vision, you know what I'm saying? You got to kind of stick to that. So I thought, like, if I just took pictures of my kids, I control it. I can have a look that I want to be, like, that I'm comfortable with, that I don't mind going, above and beyond and kind of like, get my point across. So boom, thought of a saying. Will model for Toyz. Not going to give up where I got it, how I got it, what made me think of it, and what's the meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying? Get an interview with me. You know what I mean? I can give you that information. But boom. Will model for Toyz struck. Told my wife, that's how long ago this was. Told my wife, like, hey, will model for Toyz on some cardboard. I think that would be the move. And then I was like, but the name, no, will model for Toyz. Man, it's creative. You know what I'm saying? So again, the name creative, like, you wouldn't even know what to think, you know what I mean? For the nasty people, you'll get the nasty comments. Yeah. I know you're out there.
It's real more for Toyz. It's not.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think outside of the box. You feel me? So Will Model for Toyz is what I went with. That's how I'm gonna kick this off. You know what I'm saying? I got a name. I didn't think of a logo quite yet, but I had what I thought it should look like, which is like very simple, straightforward, boom, Will Model for Toyz. It's gonna be somewhere where you can see it or whatever. And that was my logo for the longest, you know what I mean? The whole beginning, this is just what it is. I did the trademark, you know what I'm saying, to make sure we don't have those problems, so I can make sure I lock in the name, you know what I'm saying? So I did all that too, but we'll talk about that on another one where we got 8 minutes, cool. So boom, thinking about all that, I was like, years later, I was like, I had to revamp, you know what I mean? Because I felt like it's not really clicking, you know what I mean? So then I thought of another thing, like something that you could remember, you know what I mean? Because I would put Will Model for Toyz with all the words on it. It's like, it's too much. It's just a lot, you know? Sometimes people don't read. So it's very different when you're trying to say it and somebody can just see it and know it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I hear a name, I can remember the name, but if I have like an image with it, I can kind of like, oh yeah, that's what represents that name, or you know what I mean? You see a check mark, boom, you automatically know it's Nike. 3 stripes is Adidas, Puma is a Puma. You get it, you know what I'm saying? You want to have things where it's just like you already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we got the Jody Bear. You know what I'm saying? You'll see that, you know what I mean? Jody Bear is right there every time. Every time you see a picture, it's there, you know what I mean? You can't help but notice it, you feel me? So you got to go with what you know. And if what you know makes sense, do it. But if you're a photographer out there and you got photography in your name, just know you're going to be locked into a box. You know what I'm saying? I can still use Will Model for Toyz on everything. Videos, pictures, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I can put it on a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do whatever you want to do. But you just got to make sure that when people first know your business idea, as far as photographers are concerned. You don't want to be the friend with the camera. You know what I mean? I know how that goes. You take it really, really serious. And then it's like, oh, my boy got a camera. My boy got a camera. I have a business. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go into it like that. So for the first video, again, the name is important. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see some pictures that I took. I just, show you what I do. You know what I mean? And two, because we're gonna talk about this on the next one. Because I'm only giving y'all, it's already 10 minutes, but I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes. Always take pictures. Don't delete anything. Practice, practice, practice. Don't stick into the box. I wanted to do landscape. Now, like, I am super popular doing modeling type-esque photos, you know what I'm saying? Candids, all of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all, you know what I mean, what I do. But, photographers out there, man, your name is important. Your name is your name. I believe in you, you know what I mean? Next episode, we're gonna, do a little deep dive on, certain editing techniques, you know what I'm saying? Other things to kind of, think outside of the box, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a first-time photographer, you know what I'm saying, amateur, thinking about really taking it a little more serious and all that, we're going to talk about pricing, you know what I'm saying, and think about that too. Pricing, what does that look like? You know what I mean? Do you know your worth? You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it like this when you're thinking about photography. Now, we're going to talk about this on the next one. If you have any questions, I will respond. Trust me, I will. Whatever your price is now, you got to think, in 5 years, if I was to go up, would I be overcharging for what the market is? Or am I charging what my worth is? You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, you don't want to get cheated for the work that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you know what I mean? Photography, man, those out there keep taking pictures, edit, you know what I mean? We're going to do all that, man. Allergies are about to start popping. Mr. WN14 on Instagram, Will Model for Toys on Instagram. You know the vibes, man. WillModelForToys.com. Subscribe, like, share. Yeah, man, photography. You know what I mean? That's all I got, man. If you know the vibes, man. Mr. WN14 signing out. Like, subscribe, share. You know the vibes.
It's real one for toys. It's not 3, buddy.